That tree right there looks like, I guess, ended up here. Damn. Yeah, so how that happened was my mom was driving, and I guess she went to go change the heat, put the heat on or something, something to do with the heat. And while she was doing that, she was distracted for a second too long, because we were coming up on some S-turns. The road gets really curvy, and she just didn't notice that we're going off the road. And I noticed when when my passenger tires were in the gravel, about halfway out the road is when I realized that we're going off the road, and I went to go grab the steering wheel with my hand. I'm to reach over and grab it, but by the time I pulled it to the left, we kind of already hit something, but we avoided a head-on crash. I avoided a head-on crash to the tree. We just kind of, like barely turned it enough time to swipe it, to sideswipe the car, but it turned it over. It tipped us over when we hit the tree. We just kind of came at it at a weird angle and just kind of like ricocheted off it, kind of like. And yeah, that's how we ended up going sideways. And well, it didn't take long for the cops to show up. Like right after we hit the tree and went sideways. We like immediately had people pulling over that were passing by, and they called the cops for us. And by the time the paramedics got there, they hooked my mom out, because she was actually in the driver's seat, stuck in the seat, just stuck up in the air while the car was sideways, and I'm laying in the passenger seat on the ground, and she's up in the air. But ambulance came for her, took her. They asked me if I wanted one, and because after they actually ended up having to cut the windshield out to get us out, and that's how. So I ended up walking out of there after that. My mom had to be pulled out, but when they asked me about this, if I wanted a ambulance, I was like, no, I'm fine. And one of the ladies was like, you might feel fine, but your adrenaline's really up there, so you don't feel it all right now, but a couple of days, you probably feel it. And I'm like, oh, I'm all right, just I was feeling great actually, like I didn't feel hurt at all, and I didn't even notice, but I had it's not here anymore, it healed up, but I had big gash right here on my knee, one on my other knee, and one of the firemen that showed up on the scene, he's just like, your legs are bleeding. I'm like, what? Oh, I guess they are. I didn't even notice. But yeah, it wasn't until like I think 3 days after. I think it might have been 3 days after though, is when I came home from work and I let out one big cough and my ribs started hurting like so bad, and it's been like on and off pulsating pain since. Especially when I go to twist or bend over or whatever, stretch either side, like I can feel it. Um, Not so much like when I'm breathing. So it kind of bothers me a little bit, but not very much at all when I'm breathing. Deep breaths do kind of hurt, but it's mostly just when I'm bending over or something, or I especially can't lay on the other side. But yeah, if anybody out there ever gets a car accident, even if you're able to walk away feeling fine right afterwards, still go get checked out, because it could take a couple of days for for you to realize that something is wrong. As crazy as that is, like I went to I got to an accident Saturday, and so I had Sunday off, and I didn't do anything Sunday, just relaxed. But I went back to work Monday, and I was all right. And Tuesday, and I think Tuesday is when like I came home and I coughed. And I'm like, oh, it's Friday now, and I made it like the rest of the week with, since Tuesday, since my ribs started hurting from the accident. I made it the rest of the week at work, but it wasn't easy. I'm glad I got the weekend off. I'm gonna have to definitely use this time to heal up. But yeah, that's how the car accident happened, and definitely taught me that if I get into another, God forbid, I get into another car accident again, I'm gonna go get checked out, even if I'm able to walk away feeling fine. So that's my lesson after that.